Oh, nothing. Just took us live. Nah, I knew it. Cause nah, not at all. Let's see. So I got that. Your mic is in the camera. Hopefully my what happened? Oh, yeah. I got you. Yeah. Nope. Yeah, You know what I didn't do is save this one like locally record it because I wanted to record on your. Okay. I didn't know that. Even if you don't record it. Oh, man, I gotta get that intro made, man. So give us like a minute and a half to actually sit down and get rolling. Um, what was I going to say to you? I didn't get you a list because yeah, I got a few. I got a few things on here, but not a lot. Not a lot. What is? What is that? Raspberry roller. Good morning, Sharon. It's click the comments up there.
Good morning, Sharon. I was like, I don't see it.
Raspberry beret.
The way I keep changing drinks, I'm gonna be at a Coke by
Just
Christmas.
have a Coke and a smile.
Give me a Sprite.
Here, you want this?
Sure.
All right.
Good morning,
Good
Linda.
morning, Linda. Um, good morning, Artika.
Good morning,
I got my
Tanya.
knees out.
Do you?
You see it?
Are they ashy?
No, they're not.
Good job.
Surprisingly, I
Good.
am not sitting up here looking like Mr. Brown
Good job.
by the kneecap, but it be some days.
Man, Lily looked like Ashy Larry's daughter the other day. I was like, baby, what is you doing? And then I figured out what she was doing. She was just sitting up there doing this to her legs, scratching the ash.
Yeah.
And I was like,
She trying to get it to go away.
could you please stop?
Good morning,
Let me give
Gail.
you some lotion.
Right.
Good morning, Gail. Good morning, Goofy Sanders.
Hello. This week, man,
Veronica. We're doing good. How about you?
it's been some interesting stuff that happened this week, man.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear about the? I don't know if it's the government, the U.S. government, or just
The aliens.
yeah. You
Well,
think?
I don't think they classified it as an
Yeah.
alien.
They said they found the crash UFO, and it was non-human uh biology or what
Biologics.
biologics in there. So I'm assuming they found the DNA of something that's not human.
But how do you know?
They couldn't recognize it.
No, I'm saying like
What if it was a dog?
that's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
people are jumping the gun saying it's aliens, but anything that you don't know what it is could be considered a UFO, right?
Hmm.
And
That's literally what a UFO stands
right,
for.
unidentified.
Flying object.
And so I was actually I hadn't looked at any news stories associated with this,
Yeah.
but everybody on the internet has a think piece.
Yeah.
And I was reading a friend of mine. He was like, y'all do realize that this could be anything. Like this could be somebody from another country trying to test our security
Hmm.
and see what they can get away with.
You know that never popped in my head. Never, never thought about that.
What do you say? But if it was a dog or any other animal's DNA, won't that rapid check that and then let out the news?
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I would think so.
like like it was something that they didn't know.
What it was.
Yeah, that's my understanding of what he was saying because he was like, did you see the like
No.
they was in court for it?
No, I hadn't seen anything associated with
But
it.
it was like when he said it, he was like, I don't want to talk too much about it, or we can talk about it outside of the public. And yeah, yeah.
But okay, no. I'm making that face because saying that we can talk about it outside of
Don't
the
be making
public,
face at me. I kiss you.
hush. Saying that you can talk about it outside of the public doesn't mean that these conversations are not going to make it back to the public.
Right, but
Y'all was trying to keep this under wraps.
it's the big thing about it was he was just trying to make sure like pandemonium,
Mm-hmm.
because people can hear this and immediately get afraid,
Yeah.
you know.
Hey, Miss Gayla, thank you. And good
Oh,
morning.
good morning. Thank you.
Um,
Oh, black love couple. I like black love.
okay.
Yeah.
No, so when he said that, it was DeMarcus, by the way, that
Yeah.
said that. And I was like, I mean, that
Bird told me. Right.
Bird is your conspiracy theorist friend.
Right.
Um,
Shout out to Bird.
DeMarcus is my logical
Yeah.
thinking friend.
Yeah.
So makes sense the things that we've gotten from the people that we've
Right, right,
gotten it
right.
from. Um, but no, I saw it. I know that when we don't know what something is, we automatically jump to um what is it? You jump to the conclusion of it's aliens out there and they're coming to Earth. Like, and I've seen like TikToks and stuff that have been like making fun of the situation or making light of the situation.
Mm-hmm.
One of which was like this girl found the UFO, the alien was trying to holler at her, and then she was
Nah,
like,
you you for real?
it was a TikTok, like she's a comedian.
Uh
And she was like, I'm just trying to see what that alien D be like.
yeah.
It just clicked to you
It
what I
did.
said.
You see, it came late too.
It did.
I was like, DB sound? Whoa, this is DB.
Thank you, Goofy Sanders.
Thank you.
No, so that was like the thing that
Did
you was real late on that. So it's like I've been seeing those types of things,
Yeah.
but I hadn't actually like watched the press conference or anything. I have a hard time watching the news. It used to be a time that I really, really, really wanted them to just let me watch a video or let me read an article
Mm-hmm.
or some kind of way get your what did they call it? Because when I was working at the news station, we had a specific name for it. But basically making it a reference of everything that's said in the news broadcast is directly what's said in the article.
Oh, okay.
So
Like
that
they just transcribed the news
not
article, the
necessarily
broadcast.
transcribing it, but making it so that you don't have to watch both or
Oh,
read
okay.
one and watch the other one to get the full story.
Yeah.
And a lot of times things are lost
Mm-hmm.
because the live news broadcast is going to try to have the most current information.
Yeah.
But then, like, say your news goes off at 10 o'clock and doesn't come back on until 4 a.m.
Yeah.
If something happens, then it automatically goes into the web article.
All right.
But you're still sending people the clip from the live TV. So
Yeah.
it's still not seamless information,
Mm-hmm.
if that makes sense. It didn't make sense, so you just stopped listening.
Nah, I continued to listen because I was gonna say like the Carly Russell situation.
Yeah.
Like one morning, like at night, she was like her lawyer said something, and then the next day or the next morning they was like confirming it. Like
Yeah.
nobody, like when I told you, like, oh, she said this, ooh, ooh, and then they talked about it the next morning.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Because there's that gap from when the local news goes off to when it comes back on the next morning.
yeah,
Because everybody's not like CNN or Fox News and
yeah.
doing a 24-hour
Right.
broadcast.
Like I don't remember life before, like like having news, like the capability of having news, um, all day, right? And it's like now, it's like it's in overdrive because we can want to know what we want to know
You know why you don't
when,
remember anything before that?
because they ain't, why?
Because it existed before you were born.
Yeah,
I just Googled it to find out when
it was
CNN,
like the early '80s or something.
June of 1980 was when they launched.
Hmm.
And they launched as the world's first
I
24-hour
wonder
news channel.
was CNN like a premium channel? Because you know, like back in the day, we had the cable boxes,
Hmm.
and you like only had certain channels unless you got one of those unlocked boxes. You got all the channels, but
Yeah, I mean, it started on cable because it's, you know what CNN stands for?
yeah, cable news network.
Right.
But you know how
Started on
like
cable.
you know how FX used to be a premium channel, but then now it's included in packages.
That still makes it premium.
No, it's a regular cable channel. A-
Cable,
Anyway,
you're paying a premium.
why are you trying to dispel my thing?
No, I'm explaining it. You want to be wrong and you don't want anybody to
No,
correct you
I want to
because you're
be right.
wrong.
I want to be right. Well, I thought I was right. Anyway,
Anyways, um
carry on.
the basic channels, the stuff that you can get without, like, no, not without, the stuff that you can get with an antenna, because we've changed to needing an antenna to get the channels now. The
Hmm.
stuff that you can get with an antenna is the basic channels. And then you go into cable channels. And then you go into, it used to be where like HBO, Cinemax, all that stuff was considered premium because you had to pay a premium on top of having cable.
Yeah,
But now in the world of streaming, you can just pay for what you're gonna pay
yeah.
for.
That's the way I like it. I don't watch nothing but like 5 channels.
However, when you get to like all of these apps that you gotta pay for to get stuff, you might
Man,
as well,
you
like,
might as
they,
well buy cable.
it's not even that you might as well buy cable. They need to have a cable package that includes these things,
Yeah,
because there's no reason that we have cable to pay like to see Bravo, but we can't watch stuff on Peacock.
yeah. But you can the ESPN thing is what messed me up.
What?
Like all the cable packages, like everything we would want would be on one package except ESPN.
Hmm.
Be like, bruh, like what type of deal is that?
Well, I don't even have that cable anymore.
But that's how they make you buy all the channels.
Hmm.
I ain't no dummy. I'm
I,
gonna just get ESPN Plus and call it a day,
oh, okay.
and then get the ESPN Plus with the Hulu with the Disney Plus and call it a day. Mm.
I don't pay for ESPN Plus, do
Now we get ESPN
I?
with
Oh, okay. I was, I know I pay for Disney and Hulu, but I don't remember paying for ESPN.
yeah. Nah, we don't, I had used the trial about 4 times. Man, don't look
Anywho,
at me like you don't know how to do that.
anywho, what you got next?
This Carly Russell got like she admitted that she said that this was a lie, and that, my friends, is a lie. She
Um,
got booked,
I was gonna
and
pull up her mugshot.
did you see it?
Mm,
She smiled.
I know.
Interesting.
Can I show my screen?
I don't know. I don't know if you can.
Tommy be doing stuff.
I
Nope.
see some movement.
Nope.
Nah.
Never mind, y'all. I'll post the link.
um, I don't know what she's been charged with, but it's like misdemeanors.
Oh,
What you do?
I was about to paste something that wasn't what I was trying to paste.
Uh,
It was my email to the school.
uh. So Carly was charged with false reporting to law enforcement and false reporting an incident, both misdemeanors that carry up to a year in jail.
So she go to jail for 2 years unless they're gonna let them
You,
run
uh,
concurrently.
yeah,
I think that's the right word.
yeah, like weren't together.
Hmm.
But
Consecutively, like cohesively.
yeah,
Some.
at the same time, at the
Yeah,
same time.
he was about to
Yeah,
say.
I was about to sing the song. At the same time. Now, I like the way I feel about it is she. I hate to see people go to jail, right?
Hmm.
Like you do a crime, I think you should be punished for it, but I disagree with some of the punishment, right?
Hmm.
Um, on this one, I want to see her be held accountable for her actions,
Hmm.
but I don't know if jail does that.
Right.
I think it's something deeper to her
Hmm.
rather than just saying, "Oh, we're gonna put you in jail for the year or give you probation for the year or whatever they're gonna decide to do."
Right.
I think she needs some type of help, like a required. Hey, you got to go to this. It's required, or you go to jail.
Hmm.
You know, type of thing. Just because I mean, like, what was she thinking?
There it is. I figured it out.
What?
I've been over here trying to figure out the sharing the
Why
screen.
are there three?
I don't know, Tommy.
Oh,
They can't see the three. Only you can.
oh. I mean, okay, whatever.
Anywho, what were
Yeah.
you saying?
Um, I don't forgot that threw me off.
Oh
No,
my
I'm
god.
kidding. I'm kidding. But no, I think they need to give her. She needs to be held accountable, but accountability in this has to look different than just throwing her in jail.
Hmm.
Like throw her in jail, but require her to get some type of mental help.
Yeah, I don't understand. Like, you know how the other day we were actually yesterday we were talking about a crime that was committed in Memphis, and
Yeah,
I was like, I don't need to know their rationale. They need to go to jail. I want to know her rationale.
yeah, and that's how I felt about that crime yesterday.
Yeah.
But I'm different because it's like I be like when I hear a story, right? When people like I'm asking my mom about something or something like that, I want to know the story. I want to be able to be there. But that comes from me like watching movies and the way that I watch movies and stuff like that, and just really trying to get into storytelling because I'm a
Hmm.
horrible storyteller. I mean, awful. I'm trying my best to. That's a skill that I'm currently working on. Is tell better stories.
Hmm.
Um, but that's the thing for me. It's like I want to know what was going through your mind. Was it raining that day? Was it sunny? Was it were you having a bad day? Was you know what I'm saying? Like for Carly's situation, it's like what truly was running through your mind to say, "Hey, this is what I'm going to do, and this I'm gonna do it this day," and what was the outcome you was expecting? Because we all like I'm a guess that when she saw how big it got, it kind of ruined her plan.
I want to know why hasn't the person who she was hiding with come
Oh,
forward?
she was hiding with somebody.
Where else would she have been for? What was she gone? 48 hours.
Yeah,
She was with someone,
I don't know.
somebody somewhere.
She had cheeses, so she didn't have to be with somebody.
Time. One box of cheeses was gonna survive you for
Hey,
48 hours.
hey, we don't know her eating habits. The fact that she was going on a trip and she only bought cheeses and Takis,
Well, that would be. I don't eat Takis, but I don't eat
I don't
cheeses
either.
either. But
Cheeses are good though,
I don't eat them though. Um,
especially this new formula they
if
got.
I was taking a road trip, yeah, that would be enough to get me from my house to my desk. Think about you on a road trip. If I get you a bottle of water or a body armor,
Yeah,
some sour worms, and sunflower seeds, you can get anywhere.
yeah. You just told everybody my
But just think about
my
it.
meal of choice on the road.
Her thing might be just cheeses. And she ain't about no juice or nothing.
She didn't. So we obviously know she didn't plan out that part of the trip. It was like, what are you gonna eat? She can't use a card, so she had cash on her, right?
Mhm.
But yeah, if it didn't get so big, she probably would still be missing.
Did you see there's this girl on TikTok that went and pulled over where Carly was and said that there was like a path through the woods
Yeah,
and she walked down the
it was
path
like
and
some tunnel or something, right?
yeah.
I ain't read it. I saw it though.
I said it was on TikTok.
Oh,
It wasn't reading. It was
mm,
a seeing. Um, but she was like, if y'all give me enough views, I'm going through the tunnel. I never went back to see if she went through the tunnel because she was just on my like when you open up TikTok, a video just plays.
yeah.
Um,
You'll never be like trying to find the people. Like, let me go back. That's how I found Nate Jackson
I
on
don't know who
TikTok.
Nate Jackson
The
is.
the comedian he be like roasting the crowd all the time.
Oh, um,
Speaking of TikTok,
no, what
um, hmm,
you lost it.
yep.
Anyways, no. So
I've been losing it a lot,
when I
man.
get on TikTok, usually it's because you or one of my friends has sent me something,
Yeah,
and then I might browse a few videos after that. But most of my going on TikTok for something is garden content.
yeah,
Like I go on and search whatever I'm battling with
yeah,
to see if somebody has like a 30-second solution.
yeah. I go on TikTok to laugh.
Yeah.
Oh,
I go there to learn
on
things.
TikTok, and I think Kev on stage talked about this a few weeks ago, and then we're gonna come back to Carly,
Hmm.
if unless you
I
were
was
done.
done with
Oh,
Carly,
okay.
but go ahead.
But on TikTok, have you seen it where they be like, and I seen it the other day like twice, where they'll be live and people be sending them stuff, and they be like, "Yeah,
Mm-mm.
ice cream, num num num, num num num."
I saw his thing about that, but no, I have not ever seen that. I am not in that sector of TikTok.
Oh my
TikTok does
god.
not feed me those types of videos.
I seen it twice. I seen the girl that he was looking at. You hear, baby?
I think so.
Oh,
Go ahead.
the girl that he was actually looking at.
Hmm.
I seen her, and then I seen another girl who was dressed up as a cat.
The big one's up.
The big one is up.
Yeah, staring at her camera. Don't do that.
No, I'm just saying we like 30. We ain't even 30 minutes
Go
in.
ahead.
But yeah, man. I was like, this is crazy. They be making money off of this. But I was like, I can't concentrate that hard because I would forget what each one is. Because they gotta like say somebody sends you a rose, then they send you a coin. You make two different noises for that. Somebody send you a cat, you make a noise for that. Somebody send you like a world thing, you make it do something else. I will forget what these things are. I'll just be sitting up there making it up as I go.
That's so weird.
But they make money though.
That doesn't make it not weird.
It does not. But the fact that people actually send people this just to hear them say meow and lick ice cream and invisible ice cream now. Like I really like ice cream. I would be like, damn, just send me some Mayfield, man. Some Ben and Jerry.
That's weird. No, never seen that. Literally, my TikTok is the girl Tanara Double Chocolate. That everybody's so
Oh
creative.
yeah. You still watch it?
Yeah, I see her stuff. I mean, I don't consume a lot of it because I've seen a lot of them at this point.
Yeah.
But I watch her videos and I watch a lot of gardening channels. I enjoy so much now seeing people have like large harvests, especially of like greens and stuff,
Yeah.
like collard greens and stuff like that. Cause it's like it's so big and
Yeah.
you get to watch it grow,
Right, right, right.
seeing how different our our zones make our gardens
Yeah.
because people like south of us are like, "Can I still plant stuff?" And people like, "Yeah, go for it."
Yeah.
And people like above us are like, no,
That's pretty much it for you.
we about to get this fall stuff in the ground and be done. It's just really interesting to be able to watch that and consume it, because I think about like all the things that I would do if our space was infinite. And I realized that I don't think that I would ever be able to be a homesteader, a true homesteader,
Hmm.
because I don't do animals.
Yeah,
Like, I don't want chickens and goats and all that stuff. Like,
yeah.
I just want a cute little orchard
Hmm.
and my fruits and vegetables, and
I
I
think
be
it's
done.
I think it's interesting where we are as people when it comes to like social media,
Hmm.
just because that like her trying to sneak out of her room gets on my nerves because she be trying to see what we're doing.
Lily, go pee. She don't want you to see her.
I'm the Flash. Move. But no, like how we've like we started with Facebook or
Hmm.
MySpace,
Black Planet.
Black Planet, and
'Cause I had all of
I did
those.
too. But now we're like 30-second video with TikTok.
Hmm.
But then you got threads that's new, that's the Instagram fight or Facebook's fight to
Twitter.
Twitter. And I just think it's interesting how things are flowing and how things are being popular and why.
Hmm.
You know, you look at things and it's just we're in the age of gaining more knowledge about everything. You know.
So it's interesting because the two things that I consume are like YouTube and TikTok, and
Yeah.
or Instagram, and they're two.
Like vastly different
Yes,
things.
baby.
You know.
Here, you gotta say
Oh, she was saying she think Instagram and TikTok were two different things, vastly different things. But I just find it like one is hard to keep up with, and two is like you got to find your platform that you're liking and like get ingrained with it and learn what you need to learn from it. Because I think it's cool what people are able to do with cameras. You know, that's my thing. It's like, how can I make this cinematic? Good morning, Lily. Shh, don't wake the baby. Shh. What you trying to do for? Oh, you made her one? Oh, it's on top of the fridge. Sitting on top of the world, top of the world, top of the world. Thank you, Lily. I appreciate it. Um, Now that Artika's gone, I can talk about what I want to. So did y'all see the Offset and Cardi B video? That was a solid song. Waiting on Gucci Mane to come out with his album. You said he's a clone. Now, what was that? What was that the other day? They cloned Jeffrey. Who's that? Young Thug and the Pound Town Girl. That song is so stupid, man. I'm sorry, Lily. My bad. Um, that's crazy, man. That they actually like that song is popular, and you know she was going to high schools, like performing at high schools. Like I was like, who really like? Let me listen to the song real quick. Oh yeah. Oh. Oh, we just have Pod 94. And they came everywhere. It's kind of interesting now to see like the people like people I went to school with are in that position. Like working at the radio station, like that's their job and stuff like that. Because you never thought about what yeah. Like or you never thought about the people like one day they're gonna have to move out so new people can move in. Oh yeah. I don't even listen to the radio in the car anymore, man. I be trying to find like stories to listen to. Like one, like I was on a kick on a Freaknik kick, and so I listened to the podcast when I be in the car. Or what I listen to now, I watch like other podcasts, or if I'm listening to an audio book, I listen to that. But I don't listen to the radio.
I laugh because like we've become our parents' generation in that regard. 'Cause, like my uncle gets up on actually I don't even want to just say weekend mornings, most mornings, and listens to WDIA talk radio
Yeah.
and podcasts. That's all that
That's
is.
essentially what it is.
It's just not live
Yeah.
for the most part because some people do it live. But that's essentially all it is. It's just talk radio.
Yeah. Um.
You can
I,
just consume it at your leisure.
yeah. I know we talked about this. Is I'm shooting from the hip at this point
Okay.
because my mind is going like 50 miles per hour.
Mm-hmm.
Boosie or Jay Z?
Jay-Z.
So I
I
don't know
saw
what
Boosie's little argument and I was like,
you did see that.
you put way too much.
What like
Like
what did he say? Like
somebody's supposed to believe in you.
what did he say? Jay Z no Boosie
I'm trying to see. I'm gonna find it.
because I was like I like Boosie, right?
He says he's more respected than Jay-Z.
In what?
I'm trying. He said, I F with Jigga, but this facts street N words in the South don't put Hove over Boosie.
And I guess that don't include, but
So okay. If I was 2005 to 2010, me going out to the club, yes, I want to listen to Boosie.
hmm
But as the adult person that I currently am, I'd rather listen to
right,
Jay Z.
right. And what does that say about Boosie as an artist? Because I feel like he went to jail in his prime, right? He came out, made a couple hits,
Mm-hmm,
but like the his class of people, right,
mm-hmm.
have grown up. They got kids now.
Some of them got grandkids.
Some of them got grandkids, and they ain't going to the club every. They go to the club, but they ain't doing what they used to do to your music. And so it's like, how do you like? He didn't grow with his music. Like he still acts the same. Good morning,
Good
high five.
morning, how about?
He still acts the same, but it's like, where's the growth? And I ain't saying nothing's wrong with it. It's just like your argument as far as like people not messing with
How old is Boosie?
late 30s. He ain't too much older than us,
You sure? Boosie's 40.
early 40s, like 40 on the dot.
40 on the dot is what Wikipedia said. He'll
Yeah,
be
so
41 this year.
yeah, so it's I'm yeah. Um,
So, like, I just Googled Boosie because, usually it pops up and tells you everything you need to know about them. Wipe Me Down, 2006. Set It Off, 2006. He had some come out in 2020. Never heard it.
I did. I'd listen to him, but I would put Jay Z over Boosie. But I'm also not in the streets either. I wouldn't consider myself a street
I've never been in
guy.
the streets. Just pulling this list
I've been
up,
street
though.
adjacent. Like streets are right here. I was probably like right here because I stayed in the neighborhood.
I'm familiar with people that are from the
Right,
streets.
right.
Um,
I am not the one that they're talking about in the songs.
so in 2009, he was sentenced to 4 years, and in 2010, he was also indicted on a first-degree murder charge
Yeah.
and sentenced to 10 years on multiple charges of drug possession with intent to distribute. He served 5 years and was released early in 2014. So 2009 to 2014, we grew up.
Start lifing for us.
2009, I graduated from college. So fast forward 5 years, I don't want to say I was a real adult because I'm still testing the waters on this real adult thing,
Nah,
right?
you in it now, man.
I'm testing the waters on
Look, somebody said something to me. It was like, you got the adult weight for real now.
it.
I was like, yep, yep, it's here.
But like when I think about Boosie, I literally think about going to the club with my friends in 2009.
Hmm.
Like the last year of college going out.
Like when I
Last
think
2 years of
when I
college
think of
going out.
Boosie, I think of like his music, like because I think he still makes good music and everything, but it's not music that fits what I'm doing, right?
Hmm.
Because like I'll play it while we cleaning up, or if we doing a house party at the house, and I'll play it then.
I laugh because I'm like, nope, I listen to Anita Baker,
That's funny.
Shalimar.
That's funny. Yeah, all my cleanup music. My kids be so confused. I don't know if I'm supposed to be going fast or slow. I don't know, but I'm doing something. Uh, but no, like if we doing the house party and stuff, I'll play it then and stuff like that. But that's an hour out of the week for 3 to 5 minute song. So it's like, but with Jay Z, like I can be at work listening to Jay Z. I can be at home listening to Jay Z. I can be cutting the grass listening to Jay Z. Cutting my hair to listen to Jay
I can't do any of those things.
Z. But Jay Z's, I
I'm
think.
laughing at it because I'm like, I don't cut the grass. I work at home and I don't
I'm sorry,
usually have
my
things
bad.
playing in the background when I'm working. Yeah, no.
Yeah, nah, but but I'm a fan of Jay Z too.
Well,
More
it's not even a Jay-Z thing. I'm just thinking about like what I'm doing.
more than the music type of deal. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Because I pay attention to what's going on with him and how he's moving because yeah, I just like the way he moves and like the way he's grown with his music. But yeah,
I'm just not listening to Boosie like that. So there's that.
yeah. I think Boosie is a um I think he's good at what he's doing. Like all the other stuff, like he put out a movie on his own.
Did he?
He put out a couple of them.
Hmm, no clue.
Um, he's still releasing music. I don't know if he's like got people under him like coming up,
Hmm.
but he's really active in the industry and stuff like that. So and his social media is crazy. He's like almost like a Plies
All I
in a
know
sense.
is he be yelling at Mark Zuckerberg,
Right. Put me on, man.
and him and his kids be beefing.
All right, man. So they cloned Tyrone.
Yes.
Give the disclaimer. If
What's
you
the disclaimer?
if you haven't seen it,
Oh,
you probably should cut it off because we finna talk about it. Solid movie.
um, so
Jamie
I
Foxx,
spent.
John Boyega.
How long was this movie?
I don't know. It's like 2 hours.
I was just looking up the runtime. I don't see it though. I spent the entire 2 hours trying
Trying
to
to
figure
figure
out
out
who
who
was
Tyrone.
Tyrone.
I did too. Who's Tyrone?
And I assumed that it was Fontaine
Yeah,
because the story was revolving around Fontaine, right?
yeah.
But I'm looking at the cast. It says John Boyega as Fontaine, old Fontaine, Chester, and Tyrone.
Jim, James, Paul, and Tyrone.
It was
My uncle Tyrone used to think that song was about him.
sidebar about that. Tyrone wasn't the bad guy.
Nope. It was the government.
No, no,
It was Kiefer Sutherland.
no. I'm talking about the song.
Oh,
Tyrone wasn't the bad guy.
who's the bad guy?
Her boyfriend.
Her boyfriend was talking. No,
No, it wasn't. She was telling her boyfriend to call
right.
Tyrone. Tyrone was just a friend who was stable with a phone.
Mm-hmm. It's
And
2 hours and 2 minutes.
I spent 1 hour and 53 minutes
Trying to figure out who
trying to figure out who
Tyrone is.
Tyrone was.
The soundtrack is bumping too.
Um, I didn't listen to the soundtrack, but I haven't really gotten into all these think pieces and stuff about it. But people are like, y'all need to stay woke about what
I don't know. I just thought it was a solid movie.
I. It kept me entertained. Um,
Jamie Foxx as a pimp and a drug dealer, because that's what he was doing. He was pimping and drug dealing.
hmm
Was hilarious.
hmm
And then I think John Boyega.
when he got mad, when Jamie Foxx's character got mad at him because he didn't die, but he watched him get shot.
Yeah.
Right, high vibe. Tyrone helped the friend come get his stuff. Tyrone was just a solid friend, but we was mad at
No,
Tyrone.
nobody was mad at
No,
Tyrone.
women were mad at
Were they?
Tyrone. They was making it seem like Tyrone wasn't
But
about nothing.
funny thing,
hmm
my uncle Tyrone
hmm
would have been that friend.
To help him come get his
He'd have
stuff.
been cussing and everything, but he'd have came and helped you out.
Good morning, Avis.
He'd have came, but you know,
Yeah, Tyrone wasn't a bad guy.
Tyrone, my uncle Tyrone, always randomly had a car to go do stuff with. Like he literally in his older days turned into Fred Sanford
He did always have some
at
random
Lamont.
stuff. Yep.
Anyway,
I always had some random stuff.
um, but no, they clowned Tyrone. I think the acting was great. I don't know what the girl Yo Yo like. What's her actual name?
Tiana Paris.
Tiana Paris. She's on Disney. She's in the Marvel the community, but universe.
Tiana's actually our age.
Is she?
Yep. She what did I know her from? Empire.
Yeah,
But she was also in WandaVision. I know you watched that.
yeah. She was in WandaVision. She was the Marvels. She's gonna be in that too. Like this another show, like
hmm
WandaVision on Disney
She plays
Plus.
the adult version of Monica.
Yeah,
Was it Rambo?
yeah. Who was a baby in Cap not Captain America, but
That was her same role in WandaVision, so she's just gonna
yeah,
do that.
yeah. That's what I think is dope. What Disney Marvel is doing is taking those series and turning them into movies.
hmm
But yeah, they cloned Tyrone, man. Fontaine. I don't remember Jamie Foxx's character name,
Hold on, I can pull it back
but
up.
who shined the most was Jamie Foxx to
Slick
me.
Charles.
Slick Charles.
He had the best one-liners in the movie.
Yeah, he was and it's funny because that movie came out and then like a day or same day, Jamie Foxx comes up and was like, I'm back. Like speaking to the crowd.
hmm
And then so some people was like, Jamie is a clone. They
hmm
ain't clone Jamie
They
Foxx.
put like side by side photos of Jamie Foxx like in that video
Yeah,
versus like pictures of him before he 'cause we still don't know what happened, his medical
yeah,
emergency.
yeah.
And then they're like, that ain't the same. But the one with Young Thug and
Oh my dear. You
hold
gotta
on,
put
I'm
the
trying to pull it
picture.
up now. I gotta go to Facebook.
They cloned Jeffrey.
Who posted that? I think Ty posted it. That's
uh
who I screenshot it from.
but no, man, I think it was like outside of the think part, right? The part that makes you you watching something in your room. What you watching? Um, the think part. Yeah.
I was like, y'all really gotta stop.
Hey man, that is hilarious. I am sorry.
Okay.
That is hilarious.
Okay.
She's letting us know the baby is sleeping. Thank you, Lily. We appreciate it. Okay.
But yeah, um, I text Tommy that screenshot and he was like, "Who cloned Jeffrey?" It's like, not doing
um,
this with you today.
but you know what else about that? I think the acting was on point, and that's what made it a solid movie. But also, I thought it was interesting that the Glenn in the movie was anywhere USA.
The only place we know it was not is Memphis
Why do we know it
because
was?
they were going to Memphis.
Oh, and yeah, it wasn't Memphis.
That's the only
Yeah,
thing that we know for certain
but
is
I
that
think,
it wasn't
but I
Memphis.
think that's what made it more interesting was because the fact that it was anywhere USA, so any hood in USA could be like this, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's where it gets from just being a movie to, oh, this could be real life, because you have your people that thinks that,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But when they started talking about all the different areas that they're doing this stuff in,
Mm-hmm.
I thought, like, dang, what if they really were doing this? And then it was funny at the end when they was like, Tyrone, that's you,
Mm-hmm.
you know. Um, no, but I just the story itself, like the way they told the story, I think was really good.
Mm-hmm.
Just because they explained, like at first when he got killed, Fontaine, and like I said, man, we're gonna talk about it. So if you haven't watched this
Did
movie,
Fontaine actually get killed?
but is Fontaine a clone of Tyrone? Like,
I thought the doctor confirmed that he was not a clone of Tyrone, that he was a clone of himself.
that's what I'm saying. But it's like all of us as people, even twins, have some type of difference, right? Tyrone ain't a twin.
He's a genetically modified organism.
So who was clone? Was Tyrone a clone or was Fontaine the original?
I don't
And
know.
that's the question that that's why I like the end of it. 'Cause I was like, dog, it makes you think like, dang, who's the clone? You know? Because they have the same mannerisms.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
And the funny part, click on Netflix and 9 times out of 10, you're gonna see it right there at the front.
Yeah. They did heavily push this.
Did they?
Mhm.
I felt like they pushed it back in like February or March, and then
Well, the internet talked about it a lot. I I didn't necessarily know the premise of it, but I found out something about you is that you don't have to know the premise of a movie. You just care who's acting in it, right?
yeah,
And so you was like, I like Jamie Foxx.
yeah,
I'm gonna watch
yeah.
this. And I was like, well, what is it about? Because just because I like an actor doesn't mean that I care about the story.
And see, that's the thing for me. It's like
Okay.
that's the thing for me. It's like I want to see these actors succeed, especially the ones that I enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
And how good of an actor are they
Mm-hmm.
to be able to switch um and make me believe that they're this character.
Mm-hmm.
After seeing John Boyega was a stormtrooper. He
Okay.
and his he had a from Star Wars.
No, I knew what a stormtrooper was, but I was like, never seen
But it's like he didn't have such a big role, and then just to see him in this
it.
type of role, he was the king in the Woman King movie. Did you see that
Nope,
with Viola Davis?
I did
Didn't see
not.
that.
I knew what you were talking about,
Oh,
but I didn't see it. Can you
sit down, Lily.
sit in Dad's lap?
Um, but
I'm looking to see if there's anything else that I watched him
him probably not. But that's for that's I mean, like I was surprised of the girl play
in.
yo-yo.
Tiana.
Yeah, yes, I see it. Hmm. Yeah, okay. But I knew they had some when you was like sat down and wanted to finish it. I
I
was like,
just
okay, this is a good one
well at
because
this point,
because
no.
Artika never want to watch a movie.
It's not that I needed to finish it. I needed to know who Tyrone was.
Yeah, and that's
Because the whole movie is called Who Cloned Tyrone?
they clone
And
Tyrone.
or they cloned Tyrone. And I didn't know where Tyrone came in
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Because when they was like, this is Chester. Okay, his name ain't Tyrone.
Hmm.
I see what you're doing here. But where's Tyrone?
The mystery.
So that was how I ended up.
And it's crazy. Did you ever think about like how they didn't clone everybody? Like the whole point of it was to keep poor people poor in the same cycle,
Hmm.
right? So when things happen, they're just making it up, and I mean, like this is a stretch, but you can essentially say we they're not cloning people, but we're grooming people to be in that same, like we're grooming kids to become drug dealers. We're grooming um addicts to become addicts or kids to become addicts. Like one, you what is it called? You kill one's head and another one pops up.
I'm laughing because she's just
And
like, he take a bath.
she ain't
He
saying
take a
nothing.
no. She's saying take a bath.
Oh yeah,
Just this book is about bathing. They only clone males.
man, that's something I didn't pay attention to. I
I know
thought
they
they could,
tried to perm Tiana's
like they
hair.
was doing something else. Like it was something
It was
in
something in
the
the perm,
like yeah.
and they was trying to perm her hair, but she had on the wig.
People I've seen stuff about like the chicken
Here.
when they
Hmm.
had that the chicken and
They was like, "This is how y'all was
with
at
the at
Popeyes."
Popeyes, and I was like, no, that sandwich was good though.
It wasn't that good.
It was it wasn't standing around the corner.
I remember I was pregnant with
Go watch
Lily
TV.
when that sandwich came out, and I remember me wanting some Popeyes chicken,
Mm-hmm.
and we got up to the Popeyes by our house, and the line was wrapped around the building double, and
and
I
we
was
said
so
and
mad.
we said, no, I'm straight.
I was so mad because I just wanted some chicken, and I
Yeah,
wanted chicken on a bone.
yeah. Why is Mika still playing?
Probably didn't cut it off last night. Sounds like there's a lot of symbolism. It is. It was they talked a lot about brainwashing, mind control.
Sit down. Sit
They
down.
were putting stuff in the chicken to like it just made them laugh,
It
right?
yeah, the chicken made them laugh. The perm made them. I couldn't remember what the perm. It made them talk gossip or something like that.
Mhm.
It was something else too. The grape drink.
Mhm.
I don't know what the grape drink did.
I was so blown when Fontaine didn't know his mama wasn't in the room.
Man, we was talking about this on Facebook yesterday. I was like, "How, bruh? Like a lot of days went by and you ain't seen your mama yet,
Then I was like, does Tyrone know that his mama in the room for
clone or
real?
not?" Right? You start getting questions. Um, he just, you want a sandwich? You ain't seen your mama come out to pee, eat anything. She ain't said hi to you. That's your mama.
Right. And conveniently, she always been at the fish fry at the church.
And watching her stories.
And she ate earlier.
Furthermore, furthermore, you didn't think to like look and see what channel the stories come on just to see what time they go off.
Mm-mm.
Then at the end, begged his mom to come out because he discovered here. Figure, figure out something. Then discovered to all right, watch what
I don't know that I'm ever gonna watch this movie again to like understand the symbolisms and
it's playing. It's playing
all
in
the
your room.
things that were going
Yeah, it's
on.
playing in your room.
But I do think that it was very interesting
Look what she
to
picked.
she was watching it
That
yesterday.
warms my heart.
Oh, that's where she get the what is this place?
Oh yeah.
Because they say that on there.
I ain't seen that.
I watched it with her
Did you?
yesterday.
What was you saying? You don't
Um,
forgot, did
yep.
you?
The only person that I was like, maybe they know, but they don't care is Frog.
Yeah. I was like, Frog is a part of this. Like, I picked up on Frog long before they said anything about it.
Mm-hmm.
Because he would be like, Young Blood. Is he when Fontaine woke back up and was the clone? He said something about it. I was like, oh, he knows this.
Mm-hmm.
But even when Fontaine died, was killed, and woke back up,
Did Fontaine die?
right. I was like, was that a dream? Because of the way he woke up. So
Mm-hmm.
um at least it wasn't weird like um the phone call, the call center movie we watched with
With
the
Lakeith.
yeah. I can't remember what
I'm
the
about to look it up.
Sorry to Bother You or something like
I
that.
think that's what it was called. That was a weird
That
movie.
movie turned it was good at first, but then it turned weird real quick. And I was like,
It turned as weird as Lakeith
I'm going to bow out of
because
this.
he is.
He's
Yeah,
like,
sorry to bother you.
yeah. But they did a wonderful job with that. The cinematography behind it, I really, really liked.
I felt the smoke in that
It
room.
wasn't it like you watching it with your eyes like
Yes.
trying to look
You could
through it.
smell the cigarette smoke
Yeah,
in the room. You
yeah.
could see the thickness
In that
of the
hotel
smoke.
room, like they came in the hotel room. I was like, "Oh, this is dirty."
Yes, I was like, this is
Y'all need to vacuum in here.
1980s weird. Yes, Lakeith is a weirdo. Like,
But
sorry to bother you though.
y'all can't tell me on Atlanta.
Weirdest movie I think Tommy has had me sit down and watch.
Y'all can't
He be
tell
watching
me
some stuff.
on Atlanta when this man said, "Can I measure your tree?"
Mhm.
That wasn't by far one of the funniest things this man had said on that show.
You know what? Atlanta got weird for me at the ending.
Yeah,
And I don't think I
I
finished
would.
the last season.
I
I
wouldn't.
also think too much time went
Yeah,
in
way too much
between
time.
the season before and the next season.
I think when they went to Germany, I was uninterested, and then
I don't even think I saw them go to Germany.
yeah, I didn't watch any of that part that season, but this last season of Atlanta, I watched it because I was like, just let me finish it.
The nostalgia of it.
Yeah, let me finish
He plays himself.
it.
Yeah, because even when he does like interviews, I'm always like, uh, what is he talking about? What is he doing? And it was just always weird. That one episode, because I think that's the only episode from the final season that I watched. I sat down with you and the rapper died, and it was like they kept going through like tunnels and ending up places, like they was circling around the Atlantic Station parking
Oh yeah.
garage,
I know what you're talking
and
about.
then they ended up at somebody's
Yeah,
funeral
yeah,
because the clues was in his rap lyrics.
yeah.
And she was like, "We been here for 2 months, and y'all only the second people to come." Or however many she said. It
Right,
was just like, what?
man. But what y'all don't realize, Lakeith was just reading the script. He
No,
put it,
Donald Glover has an awkward imagination
man.
as
He does.
well.
But you know something I'm really happy about. Paperboy is really out here working.
Mm-hmm. What's his
Like
name? Brian. Is it
Brian
Brian
something.
Tyree?
Yeah. My favorite episode was
Brian Tyree
the
Henry.
alligator man.
Oh, with Cat Williams.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember the Juneteenth
They
episode.
call him alligator man.
What happened on the Juneteenth
I don't
episode?
remember. I can't remember.
I'm sure I watched it,
Yeah.
but I can't necessarily remember what
Mhm.
happened. Come drink
Uh, um
it. Absolutely. Donald is
man.
weird
But
too.
no, paper go ahead and drink your stuff. He did a movie. I can't remember the name of the
The
movie.
thing is Donald is kind of like Issa in
And the
the
girl is working too.
who
His girlfriend.
Van.
Yeah. She's
Oh,
working a lot too.
Donald is kind of like Issa in the regard that once they got their shows,
Hmm.
Hollywood was like, we want to hire you.
Yeah.
And so the thing is that Issa still, it felt like she still put Insecure first
Hmm.
while she was doing all that other stuff.
Yeah.
And Donald had to like severely pause Atlanta
Yeah.
to start doing his other stuff. There was another show that Issa had on her YouTube channel. I see her. I think it was on Issa's YouTube channel, Roomy Lover Friends.
Hmm.
I wish that she would adapt that into a show
Yeah.
like she did Awkward Black Girl into
Say
Insecure.
excuse. All right, go watch a TV show.
I don't know what Donald Glover if he's doing anything else from like the vantage point of him writing and producing it.
Yeah.
Um, but Atlanta, when it was good, it was great, and
Yeah.
then it got weird.
Yeah.
It was weird, and it was too big of a pause. But I do hope that he is able to do more. No, actually, Donald was recruited from college. What does it say? He was writing for 30 Rock. He's always been favorite. Yeah, no, I get that part, but I'm saying like he got his show and it was like the big opportunities came while he was doing Atlanta. And so he paused Atlanta and he didn't come back to it as swiftly as Issa came back around to Insecure.
Insecure.
But I get it. Issa had a huge deal with HBO. They're talking like, what were they saying? Like a 8, 9 figure deal
No.
that she was able to broker. And so she has first right of they have first right of refusal for all of her projects. Um Rap Ish, I tried to watch it.
That was the one with City Girls
Yeah.
or the modeled after the city. I
Yeah.
like that. I liked it.
I liked it, but it's never gonna be as big as Insecure.
Nah, I don't.
I'm happy for her that Insecure got on Netflix
Hmm.
because that very seldom happens.
Yeah.
But I I want her to be able to do more, but I get it. She got into this world wanting to create, wanting to act, and she's doing it on a large scale.
Hmm.
And it's
Cause she played in the Barbie movie too.
yeah, she was the president.
That's one movie I am not interested in watching. And the biggest thing is everybody's like, it's not for kids. I'm like, I don't care.
I would see it, but I am also not a I gotta go to the movies kind of person.
Yeah.
And I'm one of those if I see it, I see it
Yeah.
type people. If I don't, oh
Yeah.
well. But for like Issa has had a lot of opportunities come her way. And I know that this writer strike has I think I saw that show first.
What?
Um
What show?
First.
Oh, that was a show.
Yeah, it was on YouTube. I'm trying to pull it
Oh.
up to see if that's what I think it is. Issa Rae.
I thought she was saying she liked the show first, like she was the first one to like it or something like that. Not the name of the show.
Yes. I can't really remember this show though. I'm gonna have to go back and watch it. But I did watch it when it came out, and this is 9 years ago, it seems.
Yeah.
But she did a few things like that were pretty good, and it gave a lot of people their starts, and then she pulled, I won't say their starts, but like they were able to act and like
Hmm.
flex their acting muscle
Yeah.
outside of the traditional Hollywood setting
Yeah.
because it's hard to break in. And I want her to be able to do that again. Like she brought the people from Awkward Black Girl into Insecure, like being able to bring more people. Will Catlett, I don't know who that is. Let me look and see. Oh, yes,
Who was that?
him.
Oh, yeah. He was a villain on Black Lightning.
Mm-hmm. I think
Yeah.
that sounds right.
And you know something, Lakeith, man, I'm
You going back to
yeah,
Lakeith.
Lakeith, the photograph,
Was actually a really good
that
movie.
was
It
a
was
good one.
really cute
That was
movie.
solid. That was a solid movie. Um, yeah. Anyway,
I'm trying to pull
they
up
cloned
whatever
Tyrone.
Will was
Was
doing.
a solid one. You try to do what?
See what else Will has been doing.
Mm.
I've never seen this
Oh,
or
it's
heard of
one thing I
this.
wanted to mention, and just to hear what you have to say. We don't have to stay long in it, but this is just hilarious thing. If you don't know, just hilarious, like it was a transgender woman, right?
I don't know exactly what was said initially because Jess was a reply
Yeah, yeah,
to
yeah,
what someone else said. I don't know who the first person was
yeah,
or exactly what they said.
yeah. Like,
So that automatically puts me at a disadvantage in the
yeah,
conversation because people are always saying, somebody was wrong without knowing
yeah.
all the facts.
No, I'm just going off the pure base of the reply because I watched the reply.
Mm.
Um, from her reply, it was more so of I don't understand why people are trying to counsel her or trying to do it.
um
Like I get it, and I struggle with this because I don't like to offend people.
mhm,
I talk about people all the time. Like I'll check you in a second, but I'm also welcoming you to check me off of goofy stuff that I do.
mhm,
Because I think some of the stuff is funny. Like the when I was like, I'm average height for a woman. Like somebody was checking me.
mhm, me.
No, not you. It was somebody else. Like long time ago, they said, "Man, you're average height for a woman,"
Oh.
and I thought that was hilarious. And then when you brought it up, it's like, "Hey, let me throw this in there," you know.
Oh.
So it wasn't original content, but it's funny.
Mhm.
So I don't like to offend people, so I try not. I try to stay in my lane in certain things. But this one is just I don't have a dog in the fight
Mhm.
because I don't have periods.
Mhm.
And the issue comes is in Jess Hilarious's response. I don't know what was said previously, but she was like,
I don't even know what Jess said,
"We
to be very
own
honest.
periods. We own womanhood."
Mhm.
I don't know. I don't see an argument in that. Like I can't. I can't. Women are the only person. Are the only type of people or female.
Mhm.
I think female dogs have periods too.
So the argument is that people that transition from woman to man can still have a period, right?
Yeah.
Women that were born women can have a period. And what I'm gathering, because again, didn't dive deep into this at all. This was one of those things like I'm gonna let y'all argue on the internet and I'm not getting involved in it. Um, was that they were saying that Jess was saying that women own periods, women own womanhood. And the argument was that there are people other than women that menstruate. And while you can transition from woman to man or man to woman, I don't feel like you're allowed to tell me anything about my period or anything about my womanhood.
Yeah.
That's the position that I come from.
Here. Let me get
I'm
her.
not going to read through
Oh.
that. I'm not trying to take things away from other people, but if I tell you that I don't like something, that is for me. I don't speak for all women. I don't speak for all black people. I don't speak for all humans. I only speak for me, right? And I think that um what she say? Female is biological, womanhood is psychological. That's the argument I've been hearing on the YouTube street. So trans women feel that they are women.
I don't think.
Can you go get her?
Yeah.
Um,
She like, look, man.
um, I seen it. I did listen to part of Funky Dineva's video about it, and he was reiterating a text conversation that he had with Claudia Jordan about what had happened. And it was like Claudia was essentially saying that people want to police how we as women feel, and we're just supposed to accept it and not get upset about it. And I can absolutely agree with that. Like I remember when I first heard the term chest feeding. And I was like, I have breast. I am feeding my child from my breast. I'm not calling it chest feeding. And there's all these other nuances and things that are coming up. And I personally am going to continue using the language that applies to me, because when I'm talking about it, I am talking about myself. And I think that that's the issue, is that we want to spend so much time, as Tommy was saying, not offending other people, but nobody takes into account how you feel.
Mm-hmm.
And I can only feel how I feel about things. And I can be concerned with how you feel, but that's not going to change what what I feel. So,
Yeah. I be like, man, thank God I don't have to go through a period. I ain't a woman because I mean, like y'all have a lot. Y'all have to go through a lot, and I'm like,
it's one of those things that you don't think about if that's always been your
yeah,
story,
right.
right?
Mm-hmm. And so I mean, like I'm always gonna root for like more power to women.
Mhm.
Um, just because it's like that's the way we all get here. It's through a woman,
Mhm.
and that they're trying to what it is with Jess Hilarious. They're saying that she was transphobic and stuff, and I'm like, I don't really agree with that.
I think that
I don't have a dog in the fight, so I ain't finna try. But
that title gets put on people, or phobic. I'm not saying
yeah,
transphobic, but I feel like the title of being phobic of something gets put on people when they draw a line in the sand about
yeah,
something
yeah.
and other people don't
I
like
was
it.
that's what Schuler King, I think is his name. He's
Uh-huh.
a comedian. He was saying he responded to her video. That's how I saw it.
Mhm.
And he was saying that we get so offended when people tell the truth
Mhm.
or speak the truth, and then we put phobic
Mhm.
behind it to make our point.
Mhm.
He was like, just like hear what she's saying and keep it as that. Like the truth is, if you go from man to woman, I don't know how you can have a period. I don't know how they can make it where you can have a baby
I don't
or
think you
or
can.
do the female thing to do, right?
Mhm.
But respect it as being a woman.
Mhm.
Like, okay, you identify as a woman, I'm gonna call you a woman.
That's the part that, like, I don't, not the you're trans, calling you by your pronoun, whatever you
Yeah,
want to be called. If you, they, them, he, she, her, whatever
yeah.
that may be. But I do feel like I speak for me,
Mm-hmm.
not for the masses. And if I say that I don't like something, that doesn't necessarily make me phobic of whatever it
Right,
is that I
right,
don't like.
right.
I can just say I don't like that.
I'm not in agreement with.
And that could even be as simple as, what if I said to someone, I don't like your wig. Now am I wig phobic?
Yeah.
Like
Is that a thing? Anyway,
I don't like baby hair.
that's funny.
And it's like, you know that you don't like these things. Is it wrong of you to state it?
I
And
don't.
I don't, again, didn't watch the video, only have heard that one conversation about it, which was or not conversation, the one explanation of it, which was Funky Dineva talking about it, because Funky Dineva is friends with T.S. Madison. He is a gay man, and they talked about it on the TV show that he does on Fox Soul. So that was the only vantage point that I had of the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
But what I wasn't going to do is go look up this TikTok girl that said it,
Yeah, I'm.
get
Yeah.
in with what Just Hilarious said, go figure out what T.S. Madison said, because at the ending of all of that, This is three people's opinions, and
Hmm.
none of them are me.
But I feel like people can't. If you say something online, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's fair game for everybody to have an opinion about it. The fact that Jess hilarious
Excuse me.
in whatever way she said it, um, she's just has a strong opinion about being a woman, which I get.
Mm-hmm.
She has had a child.
Mm-hmm.
She goes through periods. She has been um checked about for looking like a man,
Mm-hmm.
but still have every
And I think
woman.
that that's one of the things that people don't like is that um why people feel they put the label on Jess about being transphobic is because people have tried to question if Jess was born a woman, saying that she is a trans
Yeah,
woman, right?
they've
And
said that.
people have said, you just said it.
No, I was saying like she was like jokingly.
People have jokingly said
I
that to
didn't know
her.
that.
She ain't just pulled it out of her butt.
I didn't know like people were like
It's happened
yeah.
multiple times,
I
right?
didn't know that.
So if Jess says something about no, I was born a woman, people hear there's something wrong with
Yeah,
people transitioning
yeah,
from man to woman.
yeah,
And that's not what she said, but it's what they hear.
yeah,
And so that's the biggest issue that I have is that people can say something, you hear something different, and now all of a sudden I'm wrong for what I said, even though you misinterpreted what
yeah.
I said.
Like the Migos say, man, you gotta get some straightening.
Don't quote the Migos to me anymore.
Anyway, man, let's get on out of here, man. Um,
I got nothing else.
you got
I don't
nothing
think.
else? Well, guys, we appreciate you once again for joining us for another coffee break. Hopefully, you had some good coffee and a good conversation.
Have tea.
And Artiga had tea. Check out our channel. Like, share, and subscribe. As always, always leave a comment, man. We love to read the comments and respond to you guys. Send us stories to talk about too. I think that'll be interesting to talk about some of the things that you guys have seen um, throughout the week. So don't send us some stuff. As well, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok at August Love Story. And yeah, you guys have a great weekend, man. We love
Bye.
you guys. Peace.
Bye, y'all.